Stock photos and videos. Let's dive in. In early 2021, I started posting stock photos. I ended up setting up an account with Shutterstock, Adobe Stocks, and Clickasnap. And I heard Clickasnap through TikTok, and somebody was raving about it, and I decided to jump on Clickasnap. Now, up to this point, Clickasnap is not the platform for me. It's not a place where I can generate money. I'm actually losing money from Clickasnap. And the reason why, it's because I paid subscription for a pro seller account, which is $80 a year. And it ended up being 2 years now. So it's $160 that they got from me. And in those year and a half, or actually, I'm sorry, in that year and month, I made only $7.08. Me paying out to that service, $160. So it is a negative on my end. In the beginning, I started doing a lot of work. I started networking within the site. I went and did explore, and I tried looking for photos in there, and I tried connecting with other photographers, and yeah, they would come into my page, my profile, and they would scroll through my photos, and they would see, and these are the numbers that I got. I got 766 hearts, 2.4 views, and 352 connections. I don't know what that is. It took some time. It definitely took some time. And in that time, when I started uploading this around January of 2021, I also opened up Shutterstock. And in that time, I only posted like maybe 3 photos, and I was able to gain some money. And I also did Adobe Stocks, and I was able to gain some money. I did very little work, and I only had 5 photos. I didn't check Adobe Stock, or I didn't check Shutterstock till a year later. I actually opened the account again January of this year, and I saw it, and I told myself, wow, there was actually photos sold without me doing much of the work. So I looked into all the platforms. I started posting my photos: Clickasnap, Shutterstock, and Adobe. Out of all the 3, I've lost money in Clickasnap. So I thought to myself, man, this is horrible. I did more work with Clickasnap and trying to network. And here with Adobe Stock, I made $2.26 without me trying very much. And in Shutterstock, granted they're in cents, it still made some money. And to me, that was actually pretty rewarding, because the moment I posted in there, I left it all alone, and it did the work for me. Whereas Clickasnap, I constantly have to do the work, and that's just not cool. And I paid $80 a year for that. So what I'm saying is, Clickasnap is not the platform for me. It's definitely money lost, and I don't want to use them anymore. And I try to get a refund from them, but unfortunately not. And I even requested for them to even pay me out that $7.08 that they owe me, because that money, they didn't even acknowledge that. So from January of this year to now, I've been pushing hard. I've been pushing really hard on my stock photos and videos. I started setting up my tabletop and started shooting content for my makeshift studios, and I started shooting content, whatever that you can actually think of, from what's relevant to COVID right now, what's trending. I'm trying to shoot those, and I'm still shooting that. And what I'm lacking at the moment with stock photos and video is lifestyle of people. I haven't actually had a chance to go out there and find the right models, so that way they can sign the release forms. And that's the tricky part about the stock photos, is actually having people sign for the release forms and having the right models to come in on board. And I know you pretty much shoot anybody, but if you're looking for a certain theme, for couples, family, or a certain environment, certain lifestyle, it does take some planning. So for the meantime, I've been shooting content that actually it's accessible to me and it's easy. And I started doing that with food. And I'll show you some samples from my most recent posts. So in my Shutterstock, I get a lot of photos that are declined. just because of technicalities, but you know, I still try and fix them if I can, and I re-upload them. The majority of times, you know, they're not accepted. And let me see my portfolio, and yeah, you know, ended up that from January this year I only had 5 photos in Shutterstock. Now I'm up to 67, right? And in videos I started doing that too, and in videos I'm up to 22 videos. It's gonna take some time. I've noticed that a lot of people that are using this on a regular basis are actually posting lots and lots of photos and videos, and majority of the users out there are saying videos make the most money, and I agree with that. And but I haven't sold any videos. Most of my sold stuff is photos at the moment. You know, some 10 cents here, 38 cents, and I'm getting some people buying from international, from South Korea, India, China, you know, places like that. And I've even had people buy photos for my Costa Rica photos. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to focus heavily on cultural content. And in the last 2 months, I've been shooting content that's, you know, food related. That's very common here, from like sushi. I've shot some stuff in green screen because you know, the time of COVID and all that stuff. I started shooting masks and stuff like that on my tabletop. Started shooting fruits, medications. What else have I started shooting? Flowers, you know, and sort of that stuff. And I'm trying to find my content through my hard drives and see what can fit. And out of the places that actually are very strict with their acceptance, Shutterstock, and secondly is Adobe, would probably be pretty strict on the requirements as far as photos and videos. Then eventually I started opening up another site with Pond5, and I got accepted with them, and I started posting in Pond5, and they're very flexible as far as what they accept, which is great. And you know, they pretty much accept 95% of what I post. And the nice thing about Pond5 is you can put your pricing of what you want to sell. But I haven't sold anything in Pond5. And now that I've actually realized that you can make money on stock photos and videos, I'm actually trying to open up other accounts like Stocksy, Raw Pixels, or stuff like those places. I'm hoping that they will accept my application. And I know some of those places are a little bit more fine-tuned. I think Stocksy's more definitely like fine art, like, you know, very edited types of content, whereas other places like Shutterstock are very particular in how much edits you put into it. So now I got to be selective of which site actually, which content goes to which site best. So I don't want to double up too much of the work ahead of time, where if I'm going to be editing one image and has a different look and then posting it to several different stock sites. So this is the things I got to make a decision on what I want to do as far as photos and video, and how much editing do I want to do, and how much effort do I want to put into shooting stock content. So the question is the value there for me shooting stock work? As a passive income, I'm noticing some monetary gain, but the amount of money that I'm getting is not enough. From what I hear, it would take about 1 year to 2 years to actually see anything, and you just got to keep putting content out there. So my whole thing is now is just keep pumping as much stock content as you can whenever you can, shooting client stuff on the side, work stuff on the side, and then making this available when I'm available. So is it worth it for me at this moment? I will let you guys know in about the next year. I will do other videos on stock photos and videos if this is becoming worth it for me. The fact that I left it alone for 1 year, 2 of those sites made money and I didn't even look at it, even though it's less than $5. Now that I know that there's a possibility there, that just motivates me. So I'm gonna keep going with it. I will share with you guys future videos on my progress and my endeavors in stock photos and videos. So if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.